Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Know your job. Sit. Under crunch. Ready?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180.
Now they try the right side here. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. Watch the 65. Watch the ship.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Ready? 50. Plant. Topper.
A game of 9 brings up
Now.
3rd down.
Mike, let's go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
I'm here all day.
Check. Fresno. 1, Omaha.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Steelers 28, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
What we got? What we got?
36-yard line.
2nd and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
This is Mixon on the draw, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got lock.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Geno Atkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
On the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. What do you need?
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Play action. Garoppolo. Ebron's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Check 37. Check 30.
21. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Showing it. 59, Mike, 59.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Rip left. Watch the twist.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
6!
52's the mic, boys. 52.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
90 Wolf.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Steelers'
2nd and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go,
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You better be afraid of me.
11.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
At the
Let's get some
41-yard
penetration
line.
here. Let's get some penetration.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
I got you, boy.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. And the pressure gets to him. Cameron Hayward.
In their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Out as he runs into a wall right. A big offensive